Alright, well, somebody is gonna get upset about this video, I can assure you. So let's touch on something. I'm gonna call it the honeymoon phase. Everybody knows the honeymoon phase in a relationship. Dude, everybody knows the honeymoon phase. It's that phase where you first get together with somebody and you really feel them. And you really are like, hey, let's go do this together. Let's go do this together. Let's go do this together. Let's go do this. Because you were really, really into that person, right? Unfortunately, you're not really into that person. What you're into is the idea of what y'all could be. It's the idea of, oh, well, we could do this and we could do this. Now, she's into it because she's like, hey, we could do this and we could go make pottery together and we could probably go fucking meet my friends and care about each other. But a guy's into it because he's like, yo, yeah, I can introduce her to my friends. She's bad as shit. I could do this. I could do this. She'll suck my dick in the car. Well, you know, all that shit. But then you do all that shit, right? You go do everything that you wanted to do. Then what? Spoiler alert, your honeymoon phase is over. Now, the reason your honeymoon phase ends is because you weren't really in love and you didn't really care about the person that you thought they were. Now, before you go blaming that person and saying, damn, I shouldn't have did what I did, look at yourself. Who are you, motherfucker? Now, the reason that it's called a phase, it's called the honeymoon phase, is because the phase ends, but at the end of the day, it's still a phase. You can still move forward. You just gotta care and shit. What it boils down to is that you don't want to be the guy that at first you showed them that you were that dude. You were the guy that fucking was like, hey, I'll take you to fancy restaurants. Hey, I'll take you to this. I'll take you to this. And then now, motherfucker, you can't even make yourself a grilled cheese sandwich. You thought you were the shit taking them to the fucking 5-star restaurant and shit. Now you gotta explain to them why you can't afford a fucking grilled cheese. But the thing is, man, is if you got yourself a real chick, she's gonna love you regardless. If you don't got yourself a real chick, then fuck it. You got the pussy, get the fuck out. But if you got yourself a real ass chick, then I guess work through it, enjoy it, bro. But don't be a bitch about it either. If she wants to start some shit and she wants to be like, well, motherfucker, the only reason that this shit ends is because you acted different after I gave up the pussy. Excuse you, motherfucker. Well, that brings me back to my honesty portion. There's no way at the beginning you looked at her and said, what's your name? And then you really gave a fuck. Now, you might think you gave a fuck, but let's be honest. You still would have fucked her if you didn't know her name. Wouldn't you have? And ladies, come on, let's turn the tables. You can't expect a man to stay in the fucking honeymoon phase forever. Because all the honeymoon phase is it's new shit to you. You're in love with the idea of who he could be. But let's be honest. If he took you to the same tired-ass 5-star restaurant every fucking week and he did the same shit for you every fucking week, it would get old. There's a reason I have a fucking collection of video games. Because I can't play fucking Mortal Kombat forever. I can't play fucking Final Fantasy forever. I can't play fucking Grand Theft Auto forever. But I can play Xbox forever. Think about that shit. Stop thinking about your man as a fucking game and start thinking about him as a fucking console. I know a lot of bitches won't get that analogy, but you gotta admit, that's a fucking killer analogy, my mans.